Right, good morning. It's at the start of a new week. I just wanted to run through one of the stocks in focus for the coming week. So, Bros, BROS is the ticker, as you can see, which is Dutch Bros Coffee. So we've got Starbucks reporting after the after hours tomorrow night on Tuesday evening. So this could potentially move in sympathy to that. It had a good run last week off of the spring low, which took it down, and it rebounded up 35%, and then the pullback was much shallower, only around 12%, so only rebounded about a third of obviously the move higher. So good price action on the week up into the 50-day moving average here, and then closed the week with a tighter close on Friday with around the 21-day moving average. You can see it's forming this primary stage 1 base. So since the IPO, so we had the IPO base, and the IPO advanced phase, which didn't make too much progress there in the IPO advanced phase, unless you took it right out of the initial break in the lower end of the IPO base area, which obviously had a pretty decent run from there. So if you took it around that pivot, you had a good chance to get up to 60% in there before it rolled over into the IPO advanced failure. So attempting to form the initial smaller base pattern over the last few months with the spring attempt. So if we drop down onto the lower time frames, you can see this in more detail. So you've got your near-term selling climax, the automatic rally secondary test up thrust in there, and then it drifted off to the downside, and we had a bit of a terminal shakeout / spring type action, which has then last week, as I said, rallied strongly back up towards the upper end of the range again, and back through to the point of control in terms of the volume profile. So you can see the largest volume node here around this 48 level. If we go back to the daily chart here, you can see it much more clearly on the daily chart. So it's around the 48 level, which is just sitting under currently. So it's clearly the area of control where the most trades have occurred on the chart. So at the moment we're in potential phase D of the base structure here. So you've got your phase A, phase B, and then potential phase C into phase D here. So we're looking for a sign of strength rally out of this space here. So potentially a move out up through here, up towards prior resistance potentially, which would probably be around the 3 ATR level at that point, and then for backing up action to occur on the upper end of the base and not start to drop back down into the base. If we look at the anchored VWAP on the chart here, so we've got the anchored VWAP, this purple line since the IPO, which is at 52.22 at the moment. We've got the anchored VWAP since the high, which is at 53.40. So got a little bit to go to get up to that level yet. So obviously we've got our point of control around the 48 level, and then the anchored VWAPs up in the 52 to 54 area here. So that's what I'm watching for on this one this week. So we're looking for a near-term break here to the upside. It's potentially tradable through this 48 area in here through the near-term pivot. So it could be potentially even early in the day today if it does set up. So this is one that's in focus coming into today, and obviously potentially through to Wednesday morning, particularly with the Starbucks earnings on Tuesday after hours. So that's what I'm focusing on.